All right, today is the 10th, I believe. This is lesson 3.2. 3.1 was single step inequalities. So for you, Joey, this lesson is exactly what we were doing, except for these are just slightly more complicated. Okay, so if you learn these, I think you'll be fine on the other ones. Okay. But the video notes are posted for both on the other ones too. All right. Multi-step inequalities. So the only thing that is different on these, yeah. Just write the practice problems, and then you'll want to draw a line for the line graph. Okay. You can't see? There's seats up front. Just your heading. What's this called? 3.2. Yeah, there you go. It's always on the agenda behind you too, Alex, just so you know, since you're supposed to be filling that out. Okay. Who's your advisory teacher? All right, I'll check on them both. Okay. I can always just look it up, right? Well, yeah. That's okay. So which one is actually your advisory? Okay. You didn't think to lie until after you said Ms. Brewer? Okay. All right, number one. Sorry. Okay. The only difference between these and the things that we've worked on the last couple days is that these just have a couple more steps. Okay. But we're still walking through the same solving process. This will be good practice for you. And then we'll kind of move on to something else, inequalities related, after we practice these multi-steps. What I can tell you is that you definitely 100% will have a quiz over solving one-step and multi-step inequalities on Thursday. Okay, so this Thursday, just a quiz. Okay, it'll be short, but it'll tell me kind of where you're at. You won't be. So here's, and I can kind of, I'll take a vote today. Okay, so y'all get to vote, or be the first round of voting. You can either use your notes, but it'll be worth a test grade, or you can not use your notes and it'll just be a homework grade. Okay, so let me go over those again. You can use notes and it'll be a test grade, or you can not use your notes, but it'll be a homework grade. Okay, so 1, notes, test. 2, no notes, no test, basically. Okay, so hold up a finger. 1, notes and a test. 2, no notes, no test. Leave them up so I can see. Poll intimidation is not acceptable, Alex. Voter intimidation, I guess. Okay, I'll mark that down. I'll let y'all know via Canvas what the decision was, but the ones at least have it in this class. Yeah, that's what happens in democracy. You always get the option to vote for what you want, but whatever's chosen is kind of the regime you have to live under. Okay. All right. So we're walking through our steps of solving. Okay. Again, what's really the only thing that you have to remember about inequalities is this right here. Please write this down. Top lines of your. I forgot. Carry the ball. I don't know where my thing is. We're gonna do. Okay. Please walk to the back fence. Walk to the back fence.
I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. I did.
All right, guys. Now you know what to do in case of a fire.
Wow.
I
didn't know that.
I have only twice in my career been in a real fire drill situation.
I'm gonna be a third today.
The last one was because the kid's Chromebook started like smoking. Yeah, and then he tried to panically throw it out the window. It hit the wall and exploded, caught the ceiling on fire.
When?
A few years ago, I was working on that. I've told that story before.
Wait, in here?
In Dallas. High school in Dallas.
What happened to the school?
Oh, school's fine.
Dang it.
The whole school burned down. All the kids died.
And actually, I feel like my memory is like refreshing. It wasn't actually the kid that threw it out the window. They had a substitute in that class, and the substitute panicked and just like grabbed it and tried to throw it out the window, which would have landed on the roof because they were upstairs. And then like out the window was like the lower level roof next door. And yeah.
Wait, so did anyone die?
No.
Did anyone get hurt?
No, I don't think so. A couple of my students had some like kind of like smoky ash on them from their classroom. A ceiling when it catches on fire really catches on fire.
Why don't we got any window?
Do what?
Why don't we got any window?
Oh, we have a door.
What did the Chromebook get on fire? We put it out there?
If the Chromebook's on fire, we will just leave. I'm not gonna. If something's on fire, Alex, I'm not gonna be like, Alex, grab that. Doesn't make sense to me. Make sure that we write this, please. Remember, you must flip the inequality symbol if you multiply or divide by a negative number. What is the biggest misconception of this particular rule? Is that students see their answer is a negative, and I see you flip the sign. You don't have to flip it whether your answer is positive or negative. You're only flipping it whenever you are multiplying or dividing by a negative at some point while solving the inequality. On the inequality problems that you'll have on the state test, I would say 90% of them that you happen to get wrong would be because of that, because you flipped your sign wrong. You either didn't flip it or you flipped it where you weren't supposed to. So that's a really key thing to keep in mind. Okay, the first problem, if you want to go ahead and get it written down, if you haven't already, is right there. Number 1 is 3, and then in parentheses, x minus 4 is greater than negative 18. And then leave yourself, I'd say, a good 5 or 6 lines, and then underneath it, you can draw your number line, because you'll want to get your solution and then graph. Okay, and when we're talking about graphing, let's also keep in mind, please write this as well. Less than or equal to and greater than or equal to are going to be what kind of point? Closed point. And then less than or greater than is going to be an open point. Okay. The open point means we're not including that answer in the solution or that number in the solution. The closed point means we're saying it's or equal to. So if our answer was x is greater than or equal to 2, then we're including 2. All right. Your job right here is to turn. Let's quit whacking his ball. Okay.
I'm lost.
What's up? I took the thought right out of your head. Okay. So here's what I want you to do is turn to whoever it is that you're working with today. Okay. What is the very first step? in solving number one right here? What is the very first step? That's what we need to decide. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to decide. What is the very first step?
This, right? Right? This is very deep. This actually, no. Yeah, I knew that. He split it. We're so smart. I don't trust us anymore. Plus. I think so. No, you said just first. Wait, you're going to.
We're going to. Okay, let's talk. Please raise your hand per group. What is the first step? So you said split. So you're saying draw this line right here. Solid, because we're doing what? So why are you splitting it? Because you're trying to locate the variable. Okay, Ada. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, what's the next step? So after we cut it in half, we locate the variable. After we locate the variable, what do we need to do on this one?
So it's 3 times 4. It equals 12. And 3x minus 2, right?
Okay, so Alex is right. Okay, he answered my question by walking through the process. But what is he doing right there? Distributive property. Okay, distributive property. Guys, look at me. If you did not know the answer to that question, next to number one, please write distributive property. And by please write, I mean I'm demanding that you write it. You can't continue to not recognize this. Yes, distributive property. We have to know it. It's a non-negotiable. Okay. So, in doing distributive property, like Alex said, we're going to take 3 and multiply it to both terms. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 4 is going to be negative 12. Bring down our sign and bring down the negative 18. Again, if this problem working through this is still uncomfortable for you, you still know that you can't really do it yourself, yours needs to look exactly like mine. I'm not going to dictate your work if you're fine and you're comfortable doing it. But if you're not, this is something that will help. All right, so we need to get the variable by itself. So we need to do what, Izzy?
Get rid of the negative 12.
Yes, why?
So we can do.
Oh, hold on. Everybody turn to your table partner. Answer the why question. Okay? Why does Izzy say we need to move the 12 first? Talk to the person you're sitting next to. Make sure both of you understand. All right. Somebody raise your hand. Tell me why. Alex.
Because you need to take out the 12 so you can get the 3x.
Yes. Okay. Gavin. Yes. Okay. Both right. Both right. Okay. Both right. Yes. So you're doing PEMDAS backwards, which means you need to undo addition and subtraction before you get to multiplication. What is being done to the x right here? Multiplied by 3 and subtracted by 12, right? So we're going to add 12 to both sides. 12s cancel out. I'm going to bring down the 3x. I'm going to bring down the sign. I'm going to do negative 18 plus 12, which will give us negative 6. And now I start the process over. Split it in half. locate the variable, identify what's being done to the variable.
It's being divided, so you gotta multiply it.
Yeah. Well, I think you said that backwards. It's being multiplied, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you need to divide. So we're going to divide both sides by 3. Should give us x is greater than negative 2. Do I need to flip the sign since I have a negative 2?
Yeah.
Oh, well, not because you have a negative 2.
It was a trick question.
Oh, you did.
Divided by negative 6.
I did not.
Oh,
I divided a negative 6 by 3, but it's what did I divide by?
Oh.
I divided by a positive number, so do not flip your sign, okay? I don't typically try to ask leading questions, but... Okay. Number two, negative 2 goes on your number line. Is it going to be an open or closed point? Open. And x is greater than negative 2, so we're going to graph it to the right. Alex is working on that student of the quarter status. Please do. Number 2 with your table partner. Please do number 2. That's fine.
Bro, it's a joke. 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 Go. Just go. I like that. Except the second one.
Yeah, but I think you do.
There's two numbers with that.
Mm-hmm. It's a 3-word phrase. First one starts with a C.
Okay, start. Okay. Yes, go. Oh my. I'm gonna show this. I'm gonna just show
How did you get 16? Oh,
We're gonna combine them? I don't know how to do it.
Yes, you do. You've done it before.
You combine 14 with I mean, everyone does that. Do I combine that?
Thank you.
Just letting you know.
No, good call.
I have to look out for you.
I appreciate that.
What?
Oh.
Why the addition?
Because it's negative 2 times negative 7.
I got that.
Okay. So now is when you combine the terms.
So like I live.
You got to put the variable terms together and the constant terms together. Which one's the variable term on the left side? You gotta combine them. So negative 2a minus 3a. Well, they're only separated by the 14, but when we talk about like properties of addition and subtraction, you can rearrange them however and it doesn't change anything.
Do I still combining like terms?
So that would be, so it'd be negative 2 minus negative 3a.
Not minus negative, just minus 3a. Mm-hmm. All right, so this was after the first step. Second step should be to combine like terms. Here's what it should look like. Can't forget to combine like terms if you need to.
I got that.
All right, once you're done with number 2, it's up here so you can check yourself. Just from looking around. What's that? Okay. Just from looking around, I think too many of us are waiting for me to get the solution up here. Okay. This is where you try stuff out and it has no negative impact on you. Okay. So even if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna learn better if you do it wrong rather than not do it at all. Okay. I can't stress that enough. Okay. So we've got, let me look at the rest of these real quick and see what I want us to do. We don't necessarily need to do all of them. Okay. I would like for you and your table partner to split. Well, actually, let's just stay on this last page right here.
I can't see.
Yeah, I just want y'all to do a couple more. Okay, so you and your table partner can decide. Okay, I want y'all to split 7 and 8. Okay, so one of you do 7, one of you do 8. After you finish each of them, take turns, please, explaining yours to the other person. Okay, I'm going to set a timer. You will have 3 minutes to solve your inequality, and then we will go from there. I will wait until everyone writes it down. I'll give you a courtesy 45 seconds to write it down. To write your problem down. Your participation on this will determine on if the next time we have to do this, you are presenting in front of the class rather than just to your partner. Yeah, on the same line, you mean? Like in the same step? Yes.
Oh my god.
Negative. Always assume that sign in front of it is with it. Okay?
Yesterday, I didn't.
Make sure we're working. Stay focused. Do we need more time? I will give you more time, but I need you to okay, I need you to keep working. I will give you another song. Help.
Seven P plus 50. What's 7 P?
So it's a subtraction
Okay.
sign if you're
No.
together.
And then it's P.
If you're distributing,
Oh, wait, so it's 3, so that one you did 3 times 4, -4. Outsider, and then you put 3x.
Because you get 3 times x.
Hey, just no, stop.
So what would this be? 3 times
Oh,
3 times
stop.
3. 3p.
Stop. No, Omar. Mr. Bandit.
Omar. Is that going to be our first bro code topic?
But minus 11.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, minus 11. So then you just put another one on the.
I don't get it like right here.
Okay, so you just got to get all your variables to one side. And so you've already got your p over here. But you have a p and a constant over here. So try and move the 7p over here. And then you can finish it out. So it's a positive 7p. And it's being added to 54. So you're going to have to subtract it from both sides. So you'd subtract 7p from here. And that would get those to cancel out. And you can subtract 7p from here and combine them. Okay? So make sure when you distribute right here, is that 3p?
Yeah.
So we got to multiply these together. So it should be negative 3 times 3p. So negative 9p. Right there. So it won't because we're combining them right now. It'll only cancel stuff out if you're moving stuff across the middle. Okay? But if you're combining stuff on the same side, then you're just putting them together. Okay? You should. Yep, your instincts are right. So you got -2 times, what do we have right there? 9. So -2 times 9 should be -18. Okay. Yeah, so you're going to want to move them across. So, like, you'll want to move your m by adding it. So is that -8? Okay, so you'll add 8m right here and add 8m right here. That'll get that to cancel out because you're moving it over. So you want to move that over here and you want to move your, what will be your -18. Move that over there by adding. Okay, or just undoing. So we've got 10 plus a -8m. So I'm going to do plus 8m. Because then what's a -8m plus 8? 0. So that's what we want, is for this to cancel out. And then I'll add the 8m over here. Okay? And then I put those together. What's -4 plus 8? No pressure. Yeah, no, so you went, I think we went the wrong direction. So -4, and then we go up 8. So it'll be -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll be 4m. Okay, and we bring down the plus 7 and bring down the 10. And now that looks like one of the problems we've been working on. So see if you can finish it. Okay. Just what you do after this. Okay. So go ahead and distribute this side just like you did this one. Okay. And then once we get that, you're going to want to move your variables all over here. and you'll want to move your non-variable terms all over here by doing the kind of undo thing. So like if this is a negative 18, to move it over here, you do what? Yeah, and you kind of already started right there. But you had nothing to add it to because you haven't distributed yet. So once you distribute, you'll be able to do that. Okay.
I put this together, but I don't know what to do with that one. That negative.
So the same thing you did with the 9. So you did negative 3 times 3p gives you negative 9p. You'll do negative 3 times negative 1, which will give you positive 3. Is that a negative 1? Yeah. So it'll give you positive 3. Okay.
Which do we plus the 33? Like, do we add it to 7p or 51? 51?
Say that one more time.
Do we add 3 to 51?
3?
Yeah.
33?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, good. My other song ended. Okay, so if you finished, y'all need to now take turns, another maybe minute or two apiece, and you're explaining your problem to the other person. The other person is going to be writing it as if I'm the one talking and you're taking notes. Okay, so you should have both problems written on your paper when you get done. Okay, so once you finish your problem and your partner finishes theirs, then y'all start working together to get those both done. Okay, once you finish that, you can hop on CUDA. Do what? Well, we're gonna check them. Yeah.
You can. So once you get more comfortable with this, like I told myself, but they can be like what they did with 33. They can do that with a 17 in the same step. But if it's too much, like if it kind of makes it jumbled up, then just go ahead and break it down, and then you can. Okay, those are perfect. So now what we're going to do is we've got variables on both sides and we have constants on both sides. So we need to kind of match them up. Okay. So we're going to want to move the negative 8 over here by undoing it right here. So how do you get that?
Does it not have a symbol?
By adding and subtracting. So you can, but you'd have to subtract a negative, which I think would be confusing. So since this is a negative 8m, if we just add 8, negative 8 plus 8 is going to be 0. And then you can add 8. Okay, so try that first. Negative 3 times negative 2. So what's negative times negative? Put a plus on it, right? So, right. And so now, yeah, you can keep looking back and forth.
So now there's the versus numbers.
So make sure you bring down the sign. You know that is positive. And now you're going to just like you moved to 33 previously. So did you add the 33?
Yeah.
Then you're going to add and subtract the 17.
Like, you know how we put the line and then
We divide it by negative 4.
minus
You said subtract, didn't you? So we want to move this. We want to combine these. So you got to move this 7 over here. It's a positive 7. You will subtract 7. And then you can subtract 7. So that'll get you cancel out. Okay. So
And then you do 19 divided by
Yeah, so kind of draw our solid line right there, all the way across. And now we're just going to do -4 plus 8. Just double check. Which one? This one right here? So just right here. That's a 4 in. That 4 is already being multiplied. So you just like that. You'll only need to change it. Okay. Okay, so did we punch in -4? Okay, so don't do the variables. So in a calculator like this, they have the variable there, but it actually doesn't like to be tried. Anytime you try and use a variable. Okay. So just bring the variable down, and you're just going to be adding. Okay, so just do -4 plus 8.
So is it just P equals negative or P and then the
So you'd have -16P, right? Okay. And then that sign. And then what? There you go. Yeah, so now, and you can bring the M down, and the M will stay with it. There you go. And then you can bring down the 18.
do the line thing again?
And then you can bring down the sign and the 10. Mm-hmm. Okay, so first, that has a P. Does that have a P? Okay, so actually, keep those separate, and you're going to move. You're going to move the 70 over here, and you're going to move this 3. Okay, with addition or subtraction. Did you add 16? Is it 16P? -16P?
Yeah.
What's that -16 doing to the P? Is it being added to the P?
It's the
There you go. Okay, so now we've got. Yeah, okay, keep going. You're great. So you're gonna do that. So you're gonna do that plus 18 on both sides. Okay. So see how you added the 18 right here? Because what you're trying to do is get this M on the side. So when you add it right here, the reason we draw this line down the middle is because if you add it right here, you got to add it on the other side of that 1 and 2. Okay. So add it to the 10. Mm-hmm. And so now your next line down here is going to bring down the 4M and bring down your sign. And then whatever 10 plus 18 is. Okay. So what do you think now? Yep, that's exactly right. Or what? Yep, that's exactly right. No, I mean you're working on it right. So I'll tell you what to do. 50, change those to a +3. That top one is positive. And then you'll subtract and you'll subtract the remaining. So that's going to be 51 minus 30. Yes, this is second. And then you change that to 48 and then do that math. You might still get a decimal. Oh,
That's just me. I'm weird. I mean, this is all
I do.
yeah, man, so that's why I always say add 3 on this side, add 3 to another side. So go back and fix that. Actually, you need to subtract. That you use this with the minus and negative. With negative 1.
I won't have enough space for this.
So because we're on the center side, it's the minus line. It's okay that you
I'll just move it over this way.
just like when you're solving. Yeah, just like when you're solving. You gotta get your hands on. You fix that.
I think I did it right. It's like negative 3.
It is -3. Now, what? Read that real quick.
Oh, I knew it. I told myself, and then I had to change out a number, so I just forgot.
All right, I am putting the solutions for 7 and 8 up on the board. It's the moment of truth. This is my suggestion. We have worked hard on this. We're still making a handful of kind of tiny mistakes, but they're adding up. Okay, so really pay attention and make sure that yours looks like mine. Okay. Yep. What? Mm-hmm.
Still better. I'm gonna divide a positive number, that makes it negative.
When you flip it?
No, like, if I'm gonna divide 2b, like, divide it by 2.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there's number 7. I'm going to go ahead and fill in number 8. All right, 7 and 8 are both up there. On number 8, please make sure that you flip the sign. Oh, does it?